liking minors. Oh, okay, so we're gonna scratch that theory out.
First of all, when I said that that person in the carriage was Jax, I was right. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I decided this week I'm gonna do like a kind of chill video where I just see how much I read basically. It's because I'm in a reading slump kind of. Like I tried to read Friday 13 and I just couldn't read it because it was like I think I was on page like 11 and it was like 3 pages of tell, no show. She was looking in the mirror for like well for the 3 pages and I was like she's been looking in the mirror and describing herself for 3 pages. And that's not saying that the book is bad. It just wasn't the best book to read at the moment. Because before that, I read The Deal, which was hard to get into at first, but I got into it. And I liked it. And then I tried to read Binding 13 because, like, everyone's saying that's so good. And also, it's so pretty. But then it was just like, I don't want to read this. And then I decided I have free will. Look, I was reading because at first I was trying to do a reading vlog for Binding 13. I was like, okay, I should try to do it for like the vlog. But then I realized you literally have free will and you can just not read it. So I DNF'd it. It's still on my cart right here. And by the way, I remade my room and I made my bookshelf go across. I put my bed against the wall, but I made a TBR cart with all the books I haven't read, and now my bookshelf is basically empty. So yeah, that shows how many books I buy, but they're gonna get read eventually. But today is Sunday. It's currently like 6:30, I think. It's 6 something. So I'm probably not gonna get that much reading done because it's a school night. Well, the whole week's gonna be a school night. But I'm probably not gonna get that much done right now because I had a lot of stuff to do today. But the book that I am gonna start this week off is Legendary. I started it last week. I think, yeah, like actually Monday last week. I've been listening to the audiobook, but I'm on chapter 5. But it's getting good. I love Carvel, so I know I'm gonna love this. Um I don't have the third book, which is finale or something like that. So I'm probably not gonna like one of the book series that I know for sure that I'm not gonna start this week is probably the Once Upon My Broken Heart series because I don't have the third book of this. So yeah, but I'm reading Legendary. It's going pretty good. Um it's in Tella's point of view, which I guess the rest of the series is in Tella's point of view. I like Scarlett's point of view. Okay, so I was about to stop reading because I wanted to start writing, but I got to a part where like she's getting in the coach with like this blonde guy, and in the beginning of the book, she talked about the card with the Boy of Hearts, King of Hearts, something of Hearts, which is I think is Jack, because I know like in like character art that I've seen of Jax, it's like him, he's blonde, and he has like red dripping down like I guess his blood, and then now she's meeting a blonde guy in the coach who's buying an apple. And I know Jax has something to do with apples. So I'm thinking like, what if that's Jax? Because I thought that her friend that's like sending the letters and helping her find her mom was Jax for some reason. I don't know why. But for some reason I think it's Jax. I think I'm just eager to like see characters from the other series. I know that they're intertwined together. But yeah, I always love I love Carvel because it was just so much stuff happening and it's so magical.
Okay, so I'm in the process of cleaning up the kitchen. I'm listening to the audiobook. And I was gonna wait until I was done cleaning the kitchen so I could actually come, sit down, talk. No. First of all, when I said that that person in the carriage was Jax, I was right. And also, while I was reading at school, I was like, oh my gosh, I think the fiance is actually Jax. Oh, no. I was like, I think the fiance is the person who was in the stagecoach or whatever. It's Jax. And it makes so much sense because like he had the blonde hair and the apple. But then also isn't Jax supposed to be like the person of hearts on the card? I don't know. Also, I had to run and get the camera out because what do you mean? I literally screamed because like what? And I know it's like not that big of a deal right now, but Jax. And then first of all, Dante talking about, oh yeah, she's the Harris fiance. Why the heck? You could have said some random nobleman. You chose the hair of the not hair, but the heir of the whole freaking kingdom, empire. Like what the frick? And this is what I mean when I say that the writing picks up so quickly. Not only is he's the friend. Oh my gosh. And the thing is, I didn't read like the whole chapter. I just like flipped. Cause I was like, oh my gosh. So let me just see. Ugh. Which means, you know what? That actually like answers a lot of questions that I had. Because I remember thinking, how the heck did he get the dress to her so fast? Like, there's no way this rumor spread that fast. Like, she had just said that she was the heir. She had just said that she was the heir's fiance. Just got in the like the little tower thing. Let's say it was like a time skip, but it kind of sounded like it was like very quickly, like all together. That's how. He's probably tracking her with the coin.
Okay, so update on like where I'm at and how much I've read. I'm over halfway into the book, and that's excluding like the first chapter of the next book and stuff like that. And technically, I can exclude the like extra stuff like with the annotated chapter, but I'm probably gonna read that along with this just to read the notes. I'm at the part right now, which is about to be I think the third night of Carvel. I don't really have much to say. I'm just kind of reading it, like I'm just listening to the audiobook. I think tomorrow I'm gonna get to read a lot because I finished a lot of my work in my sixth period, so I'm probably just gonna read for the whole rest of the period for study. I don't know. But I will say that I think that Dante actually likes Donatello. Like I know like he's supposed to be like a player and like he's just what is it called? A performer. I feel like he actually likes her. Then also I keep thinking about this. I don't know how people like Jax. Like I don't know how he's gonna turn to be like a good person in the next books. In the next series. Like I'm really looking at the series and I was like also I'm very excited for the special editions. I kinda wanna read that series. Once Upon a Broken Heart series before I can get to special editions to make sure I actually like the book before I get to special editions. I will say that those books I didn't buy myself. I got that for Christmas. So, but I'll see you on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and see how much I've read. Hey guys, so it's Thursday. I didn't even pick up the camera on Wednesday. I was gonna do it to tell you like how many pages that I read, but I was just so tired that I didn't want to do it. I'm right here. So I made some progress. I didn't read at all today. This is my first time actually picking up the book. It's just been in my backpack. Oh, I gotta tell you how many pages I read. I read 15 pages. It's not bad. At least I picked up the book. Like today, I wasn't gonna pick up the book, but I chose to because I mean, like, I do want to get through this book. I'm probably not gonna finish this book this week, which is fine. I don't even care. I'm just happy I got back into reading. Also, my school has finale, so I might just get finale. And I want to see if they have spectacular too, because I was on TikTok and I saw this thing about Legend and Tella.
The beast from the west, so you best beware. I don't care to lock them down, I knock them down in pairs. On the couch, in the bed, kitchen counter, or stairs.
And I just need to get through this book so I can like see the next few books. And Legend and Tella. At least I know. At least that means that Tella's not gonna die, because it's looking like she might. I've also never met a an author who kills off the main character. So there's a chance, like, of course she's not gonna die. But yeah, I'm gonna read for a little bit. I do want to work on my book. I want to work on writing, so that probably will cut into how much I read. But I'm gonna put on the audiobook on my laptop, and then I'm going to read the book.
Okay, so I had to turn on the light because it's getting dark outside, and you can probably see that in the video. Like, I know it was getting, like, darker and darker. But something I'm thinking about is, like, you know how I was talking about how... I almost called her Stella. Tella and Legend were, like, supposed to, like, have romantic interests. Like, they're probably gonna get together, but, like, in the pictures that I found on Spectacular, which I don't know if it's, like, a 2.5 book, or maybe a 3.5. But the pictures that I've seen and like what the words were with it, if I can find it, I'll put it up here. But I think that Legend likes. Okay, well that's like duh. But I think that he's tailoring like the games to Tella, because the first book, I don't believe that that Legend would actually answer someone like Tella, like just a random person. I think it has something to do with her mom. I think that, first of all, her mom is probably the answer to most of this, because why else would Aiko? I don't know how to say her name. But she stole a memory that was very important on the Fates. And also, the next clue is on the back of Tella's mom's, like, wanted poster. And I feel like this is all about Tella. Now, and Tella says that, like, maybe he's tailoring and he's messing with me because he knows that I'm trying to find him. Which, honestly, I thought that at first, because I feel like if Legend is making the games and he's making everything go and he's using his magic and stuff, he has to be there somehow. Cause I know in the first book, in Cardwall, it was Caspar playing as Legend. And I know that this is not the case this time. Okay, I don't think Dante is Legend, but if Dante is Legend, that would honestly make so much sense. Because hold up, that would make sense because if we're trying the theory that Legend likes Tella, don't know how. That actually doesn't make sense, but we're just gonna go with it. If he likes Tella, Dante likes Tella. You can't tell me that Dante doesn't like Tella, because he swears up and down that he only sleeps with a girl once. Well, I don't know if they really slept together, but like, he only messed with a girl once. And all this stuff. But he keeps appearing. And granted, he could just be following Tella and that could just be his role, like with Julian. Julian's role was to follow Scarlet, I think. Actually, no. Julian's role was only to get them to the Isle. He wasn't supposed to keep going. But I think that Dante may be Legend. I'm not gonna look it up. That's cheating. But I do know that Legend is obsessed with Donatella right now. Also, I think in Carval, the first book, it talked about something about Legend's love. I don't know how old Legend is. Actually, I think I know how old Donatella is, though. Donatella is in her teens. I thought I figured that out because if Scarlet is her older sister, and her mom and her dad got together 18 years ago in this book, I don't know how old Scarlet is than Donatella, but she has to be either 8. It has to be 18 or below. Or you say 17. Which means Donatella is probably like 16 or below, because I think Scarlet is older. So, what that makes Legend liking minors. Oh, okay. So we're gonna scratch that theory out. I don't think that. Honestly, Legend. I don't think Legend's a minor. Okay. I don't think Legend is liking minors. I hope he isn't liking minors. Unless like there's like some lie in there somehow. Maybe they had to get together 18 years ago because Tella found that. So this might be a Nico D'Angelo Will Solis type case. Because you know how Nico D'Angelo was stuck in the in the casino in the 1920s, I believe, 1920s, 1930s. So he's around 70, 80, 90, around that. Like chronology. Like, I said that word so wrong. But technically, Nico is like an elderly man. But physically, mentally, all the E's, he's like 15, 16. Said that Legend is technically 75 years old, but he looks 19 or 20. So that's still pedophilia because she is 17, 16 or 17. And I actually don't know because let me go back and make sure I read that right. Oh, it said late where he appears to be in his late teens, which is still kind of weird. So maybe like they don't. Maybe that's not a relationship type thing. I'm gonna scratch that. I think that maybe he's obsessed with her mom. We're gonna tweak that a little bit because that's weird.
Hi guys, so today is Saturday. I started this vlog last Sunday, and so it's been like a whole week. I did not read at all on Friday, and I haven't read at all today. And it's nearly like 6:30, and I don't think I'm gonna end up reading. I have no plans to read. I actually want to crochet, so I'm gonna end the vlog here. I read 202 pages. And I know that I was very optimistic. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna finish this book since I have the audiobook. Might start another book. But I did give y'all a disclaimer and said that because the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives show was coming, like new season was coming out, there was a chance that I wasn't gonna finish this book. So, I mean, I told y'all. But it's okay. I'm just happy that I got back into reading. I will finish this book eventually. Like, it's not just gonna sit there. Because it is interesting. I just need to actually sit down and read it. I have this much left. Which, it's not even that much because that's like the extra stuff. So we'll say this much. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to give a like and subscribe. And remember that Jesus loves you. Bye.